All right, welcome. Good evening. Comfy Sunday evening casual boost rando. We got quite the treat. We have Jamo versus GFE. I already see what GFE's intended landmost kill will be for weaponry. Not quite sure how I feel about this, but it's gonna be a very, very exciting best of three series. I am Claire Mouse. Joining with me is Keaton. Is that right?
Hi, Mouse. Yes, Keaton's correct.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, yeah. This is Casual Boots, round of 16 already. Quite the powerhouse of rando runners. And fun fact, and we didn't have to wait until the semifinals in order to get this matchup because it actually has to be that Jamo and GFE played each other last year in the semifinals of Casual Boots 2024. So this is a little bit earlier of a rematch, and I believe Jamo was the one who took the series 2-0. I didn't know if you saw the little chatter in the race room about who's going to take the next series. GFE certainly hoping that it's him, but otherwise it should be a fun time.
Yeah, looking forward to this race. We got two really good runners and doing some casual boots. So always exciting to see kind of the choices they make or don't make.
Yeah, that's right. That's the beauty of rando. And sometimes, especially in these modes where the keys aren't shuffled, just really kind of the major items are, you have fewer decision points. So every decision point you make has more impact on your routing and your sequence of operations.
Yeah. Oh, some bombs early on. Some uncle. Ain't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Uncle's feeling explosive today.
That's right. Hopefully he'll be okay. We'll just never look back in that area ever again. That just means if we can't see it, that means everything's fine with Uncle, right? Nothing
Exactly.
bad has
It's
ever happened to him.
like the Pandora's box, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Just leave it alone. Ignorance is
Yeah.
our happy little bubble.
I'm quite happy, my happy little bubble.
Yeah, that's right. uh, so
The world is
we
full of
do
fairy
actually.
tales.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
world is full of
yeah.
fairy tales and chocolate.
That's right. Sunshine
Ooh.
lollipops. Okay. Well, we got a nice little fighter shield. So it's basically kind of like a second uncle, right? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Lana. This one they couldn't help avoiding. I don't think they'll pick anything up on like visible items for what it's worth. So
Well, maybe they're just both sealed fans, or maybe they just like to say, Lana, we love seals. Take that.
uh, mm, let us not provoke the chat here. uh,
It's fun to poke the chat. We got 5 minutes. We're
yeah.
good.
Yeah, especially with these two guys, and I did very much appreciate that nobody did a map check. So, before entering the castle, which that's the optimal thing to do. We do need a 455. That is the dream for escape. I haven't seen anything else that will really help us speed escape up. Like no fire sword, no fire rod, no master sword, no hammer, no mirror. GFE, unfortunately, getting a little bit bullied by he aggroed too many. He made too many enemies in his lifetime, so everyone's kind of coming after him right now.
At least two. He lost about 2 seconds there. I think that's going to be in not. I don't think he's going to come back from that.
No, 455 is like super tight. I know
Yeah.
like sub 5 is I think usually the goal because you need a lot of good things to happen if you have a 455 and like perfect execution. And then also like some people like even get off like anything really below like a 510, let's say like 505 is probably pretty good. Although again, like these guys are super strong in execution, so I would expect maybe a little bit higher, sorry, lower time from them. But like
Mm-hmm.
this is yeah, but escape is kind of one of those nice benchmarks, I guess, for casual boots. Because like your equipment is very limited, and so it's kind of cool to see to be able to. It's almost like a little mini speed run, right? To be able to kind of get that goal.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I get that for sure. Where it's just like you're always trying to look for new ways to see if you can get 1 or 2 seconds faster.
Oh yeah. I've certainly seen people do kind of variations on escape runs as well. Like there's like kind of the classic, just regular do the escape over and over, see if you can get it. I've also seen people do Kiss Priest, which is all escape with Randomizer. That has usually been that's very entertaining for us as well to watch. Oh yeah, GFE, man, he's really getting pushed here by a lot of different enemies.
He must have made somebody angry. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Now we'll say that I fully recognize that Jamo and GFE have different like minion RNG, so like it's certainly very possible that GFE just had worse luck in terms of enemy movement. Oh, there's a nice pearl, by the way, in the back of escape.
Oh, that is an early pearl's always helpful, especially if you want to do an early fishy dip or find the items in the waterfall area.
Yeah, very commonplace. Oh, Jamo, look at that. 457. Very well done.
Very impressive.
And force that he gets stuck on the priest. It's like he does all these things so perfectly, and then but that's okay though. 50, what was it? 504 from GFE. Still very solid times from both of these guys. All right, now we got our map checks. At least on GFE side, I'm not quite sure when Jamo decides to do it. Maybe later on. We do have pendants. I think I caught them in desert and Hera, maybe. Okay, well there's no, desert and eastern.
Yeah, and then the Argonic crystals in Hera. Yay, which is good. I mean, I think for most people, I almost prefer having a crystal in Hera because chances are you're going to do it anyway. You have the shot. Like, because it's such a quick dungeon to do. You're like, oh, I always hate the dilemma of like, do I go up? Do I not go up?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, GFE and Jamo scouting Lumberjack. We will not be finishing the game with Mirror Shield today. Maybe if your opponent were Flip Heel, that might have been a different story. But at least for this particular race, with the stakes already fairly high, as we're pretty deep into the bracket, I don't think these guys are gonna meme too much. Get anything that is unnecessary for what like the items that they actually need.
So we can't like just change the parameters of the race midway through, saying, "Nope, sorry, runners, before you clear Ganon, you gotta get all your seals."
No, well, we can maybe ask like the devs or the admins to see if they want to add any extra goals next year, but it looks like we're maybe just keeping things classic for now.
Okay. Wonder how much Lana Beam will pay off the devs to not do that, implement that rule.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Mod Lana, that's right, is a mod for this tournament, so she actually does have some extra powers. Hopefully, but of course, Lana's only using those powers for the good, never evil. Protecting runners from themselves.
Great power has great responsibility.
Okay, so I think GFE, yeah, I was gonna say he had good intentions for accidentally skipping Blind Hut, but I think he should have just stuck through because there was very little here.
Yeah, the game was. I think he knew something before he knew it. Oh man, there's nothing so far in CAC. That's $50.
Oh well, yeah.
Potion. Oh, she.
Yeah.
I don't know. Smasher sword.
Yeah, our Aga meter has risen significantly. But otherwise, we did get the bottle, which is always a good thing to have when we're in Kakariko. That means you don't have to make an extra trip over again. Yeah, some extra cash as well, always very welcome. Not quite the Zora King fish money, but we do have enough for Bottle Vendor, which is always, again, another good thing that we can get the first time in Kakariko as well. Sick Kid just giving us his meager allowance. It is difficult to come by any type of income when, unfortunately, you are bedridden and cannot actually go out and earn a living.
Oh,
Might also be a healthcare issue, but you know we don't have to think about that situation.
oh God, I'm hoping my sick pay is not that low.
Yeah.
I better talk to my employer and reevaluate my contract. All right, let's see what's on the race game. Nothing on the race game, just some arrows.
Yeah, nothing really valuable to get to. We can't even hold the arrows. I guess Jamo can. But GFE cannot. He's gonna go after it without scouting it, which is also fine. He'll just quit out early. In this case, I might also understand GFE wanting to do this because we didn't really get anything in Kakariko. Like, it was pretty empty other than that bottle, which also led to nothing. So maybe he feels like there could be something here.
No, I definitely agree with the attempt because usually CAC's hardly anything. It's usually like, okay, there has to be something. Nope, okay. But it gained a glove in the water dam's sort of nice.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do much logically do anything for us yet, except for, I guess, gives us more reason to go to possibly Zora.
Yeah. The glove, especially when it shows up early, automatically does put Zora in logic. We can actually see Jamo actually even picking up the 20 rupees, pretty conscious of maybe we need to farm some extra cash. And even actually going over, same with GFE, right? These guys are similar mindsets. Also going left in order to hopefully see if we can get a little bit of extra cash before we kind of do the rest of South Shore. That is not cash. We cannot donate blood or plasma in order to get some extra income. Those don't exist here in Hyrule, unfortunately.
I wonder if they have a little supply in getting hearts and blood.
Yeah.
Gotta make it worth it. To be fair, in Canada, we don't give out money for that. It's like, I
really? Yeah, maybe just a US thing.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're here in Mini Moldorm Cave. Maybe we'll get some goodies. Some very,
He's getting some
slippery.
magic.
Yeah, alright. GFE, though, taking the initiative. Looks like we're gonna Houlihan, actually, with that glove that we found in South Shore before heading down. So he's gonna go after... do the normal, like, waterfall into Zora.
I can never do that move to get to Houlihan right. I usually do the bonk off a tree and another way to do it.
Yeah, I think that maybe like that one. I think maybe is like the one that people like all like learned about. This one, at least with the glove, I've been told is a little bit easier. You just have to like what you kind of saw GFE did is bomb yourself into that thing. But the trick is that you need a glove. And a bomb, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. All right, and Jamo's gonna probably start doing his Zora checks, which makes sense. I mean, there's until you get a lamp. I mean, and to be fair, like Mountain doesn't really seem appetizing to me right now, considering the fact that you don't have a hammer, and you don't have a mirror or a hookshot.
Yeah, and it's as you kind of pointed out, it's just with the glove. Well, we have physical access there, like we don't have logical access. We don't have the lamp, so it's really just like super limited as well. But we did get an ice rod, which is strong indicators pointing to Turaku's pendant. But here we are. Maybe it won't be. We just get a free ice rod, which you always have to be a little suspicious of the game giving you like progression so early, like this.
Yes, for sure. Kind of wondering if that's something that obviously is locked behind flippers. And okay, Jamo's done with his checks in the water for now. He's now just going to go to the eastern checks. Okay, makes sense for based on what he knows. And but I imagine JFE because he has his money. I think he's going to do Zora. At least I figured he would. Also considering
Yeah,
he's doing
yeah.
under the bridge first.
Yeah, I guess he's just gonna swim over to Zora, which maybe again, like this is a hedge, because like GFE and of course Jamo, they've been around for a while, and so I don't know how much metagaming either of them
Oh, right.
do. What do
Oh,
we got here? We
wow.
got a mirror, and we got a mitts. Oh wow, okay, we got a lot of stuff
Wow.
here.
I don't think
That's our Dark World access.
that's our Dark World access. That's also we could do Hera out of logic, but we could do it.
Yeah, my guess is oh, mid Star World Axis is like, man, it's like okay, it just means that we don't have any decisions to make, which could be good or bad, but then also at the same time looking at the rest of our equipment, it's like, what do we do? Do we do Hammerless Thieves Town? Do we do Fire Rodless Skull Woods? Like, I don't really see what great options we have right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if these sounds with penance, like that's even almost less appetizing, and um, so it's going to be interesting to see, especially when we find out what's in the Dark World. I mean, we could, I guess, do Smith Chain. That sounds like fun.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a logic. Oh,
Oh,
we
so
made a
there's
very
a
good purchase.
so we have green pennant on Skull Woods.
Okay, maybe we don't have to feel as bad going into Pendant Skull Woods, although if it's a pendant, I might just not touch this to begin with. But alright, but yeah, but GFE armed with that extra sword they got off of Zora, which means that he will have an offensive advantage over Jamo,
Yep.
unless of course the Force Sword just kind of shows up for free somewhere.
And I played this game enough to know that for a dungeon that only has 2 items, there's always seems to be an item that we need in Skull Woods.
I see you're a Skullwoods believer. All right. Well, we might agree to disagree here, but we'll see what the fruits of the Skullwoods labor yields us. So far, I have seen nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Well, and it's gonna do the one last check in Skull Woods that's in the back, and we'll see if there's anything there. Now, I'm kind of wondering why the runners, didn't like do and try to do King's Tomb with Graveyard Ledge at the same time, knowing they have Mirror and the Glove. Like I could figure you kind of do
Yeah,
it combined than with the Catfish.
yeah. It's surely like it's also probably faster since you're already in Light World and you're gonna go over to Sank anyway. And then you don't have to like necessarily worry. But I know that like Graveyard Ledge, and Catfish especially are usually like less desirable checks that you have. So then maybe they don't want to wait for King's Tomb to combine it with those. Jamo actually doing a little bit more of a defensive play, checking Bumper Ledge as well.
There's
Oh, for
Bow
GFE.
and Chess
Yeah,
Game.
getting a very nice reward with the bow. GFE. No. We need the bow, okay? We don't have to use the Lamo because it's a pendant, but we need that bow for pod.
We do need a bow for Pod. And
Oh
there's
my gosh, no!
Smaria.
Very much required item on a Graveyard Ledge. Jamo must feel pretty good about getting that early. Quite good. Yeah.
Oh,
Graveyard Ledge, Pyramid Ledge, Catfish, somewhat lesser chased checks, especially at the beginning.
mhm. Oh, 100%. That's why I'm actually kind of surprised Jamo went there almost right away after doing some checks on Skull Woods. So it's good for him. So he has that nice bit of knowledge. And having gloves, now he's just looking for a flute or a fire source, and he could do Ice Palace. That's always exciting. Ice Palace
Yeah,
all logic, but it's Ice Palace.
These guys, especially Jamo, he's a big spoiler runner, so doing 5-heart green mail Master Sword Ice Palace isn't out of the question for him. Laser Lemon says 4 items in the back of feet. That's a lot of items.
Oh, that's always like it's always fun to make that call to go into Thieves Town without the hammer. Like, hopefully it doesn't burn you later.
Yeah, leaving an item in the big chest is never a good feeling. But maybe GFE also needs to like not die up here. That would be very sad.
He does have a red potion.
My god, dude. Okay, alright, I'm glad he's using it because that's super scary.
I feel like sometimes I just use a potion so I could get the alarm off. Like, I just... But those crickets do not, especially in Thieves Town, are pretty deadly. And on Green Mail, they're awful.
Yeah, especially at this stage. Now, like, Jamo, he does have an extra heart container, so that at least he's able to take 1 more hit than GFE can, if the enemies are doing like 2 hearts of damage. So at least there's that going for him. Yeah, but yeah, both of them are going to the back, because yeah, the front of Thieves Town was fairly barren. Yeah, both of them was grabbing the safety heart in the hallway. And Jamo even has his preemptive Burna out. Yeah, very much don't blame him whatsoever.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
GFE though, making a good decision to come here without the small key. That is the fire rod in Blind Cell.
That is the fire rod. Now, fortunately for the runners, we know we're going to be leaving an item behind here in Thieves Town.
Yeah, but maybe they don't feel as bad leaving that 1 item behind. It is kind of early. If they also think their opponent did it, then at least they're parity. And then also, like, they got the fire rod out of Blind Cell. Like, you would have to be pretty punished in order to also have a piece of progression in the Thief Down Big Chest as well. Yeah, the fire rod though.
That's never happened before.
Oh no, of course not. No, not every race is not. No one's ever lost races before to Thief Down Big Chest.
No. I never have. No. Alright, and the first crystal for GFE. So he's in the lead as a crystal count. Yay! This game's over. Have a good night. No.
Yeah, and the primary difference right now separating GFE and Jamo, two primary differences is one, GFE went all the way to like Houlihan and then to Zora, and then Jamo kind of countered with doing the front of Skull Woods, but then also Jamo has the King of Samaria from Graveyard Ledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's for GFE until he gets to a. I think maybe one of the things that may hurt him is the more progression items that he can get, the less likely he's going to do those one-off checks, such as Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah.
And like Skull Wiz doesn't look appetizing for him because it's a pennant.
Okay, everything was fine on Jamo's side. I think what happened was like one of the sword slashes didn't register or something, so he kind of got off script, and then he just like decided to take a ton of damage. And that's why everything's fine though.
Everything is awesome for Jamo.
GFE's gonna, I presume Jamo's gonna do this as well with that mirror. Do Smith chain, purple chest, run it down, the normal stuff.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, he has a mirror, so it'll be very quick. Warp to send the Smith to his home, pick up a weapon, maybe another sword, and then pick up a purple chest and take that purple chest for a walk. Oh, or maybe forget about the walk. We'll just use a flute.
We might just pick up the purple chest now, and then just run to the center of the village, activate it, and then just hop back in our portal. It's a very convenient flute, but good thing we actually decided to do it as well.
And it's good for Jamo that he looks like he's going to follow suit, so they'll both get the flute.
Yeah, so for Jamo, while we don't have a medallion to our name quite yet, like this does potentially give him the option of doing Mire once we find it. GFE, he can still go into Mire once he gets that medallion, but without the Keen of Smart, he won't be able to finish it.
Now with Flute, we do have logical access to Mountain. I mean, the only thing we can do is Hera. And Hera's never had a hammer or a hook shot, so...
No, of course not, no. The hammer is in Ice Palace, and the hook shot is in Swamp. Those are the most common places I've seen these things when we have Miss Darkwold access, yeah.
Yep. Oh, this is some money on K45. Why is it called K45?
Why is it called K45? Okay, so the explanation that I heard was that was part of some like code debug room list or something. It was called K45 because all the caves are numbered, and then nobody else had a better name for that cave, and so it just stuck.
Nice. All right, so
finishing up turning in the purple chest.
And just the logical boots.
Yeah, the illogical boots, yeah.
The extra fast boots. Alright, so now we're going to do Johnny Two Bombs or Hype Cave. We'll see which name we're going to give it today. Depending on... Oh, I like Green Goo. Green Goo is nice. Piece of heart. Piece of heart. Piece of heart. 300 cut money.
Alright.
Okay. That's... Alright. That wasn't very useful, Johnny.
GFE is already afforded Zora as well, so we're money is not going to be an issue to us.
Money will not be an issue, and I agree with GFE now. Like right now, so Bombos is on Misery. So until we see Bombo's medallion. Oh, we get the red boomerang.
Yeah, GFE right now is trying to hope that the hammer is somewhere around here. Like we've already kind of done the convenient stuff with Myth's Dark World access, which is like at least between the two runners, like from Skullwoods, North Dark World, Smith Chain Village, etc. And then right now we're kind of getting to a point where we're running low on where the hammer, like, good locations are.
Where's Jamo going? He doesn't have flippers.
But he has the bow. So we're gonna do a little bit of sequence breaking and pretend that we have the flippers. Very, very nice by Jamo.
I didn't even know you can do. Oh, we got hook shot in desert.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So this is all logical for GFE. So he found the rest of the mountain access. Yeah, but yeah. So Jamo looks like he is a pod believer. We don't have the hammer, so we can't beat the dungeon. But how many times have you seen the hammer to this dungeon in pod? Many a time. And plus, you can also get something good out of pod as well. You know, up to 5 items that we have up here.
I think I've seen a hammer and pod before.
Yeah, pod map chest. Pod Devil's basement. Pod, lots of places. Okay. But yeah, that hook shot that GFE found is the rest of like the mountain access for him. He's got mitts, he's got the mirror, he's got the hook shot to get over there, and so that is like East Death Mountain, Dark Death Mountain. He can scout out Turtle Rock. Speaking of Turtle Rock, we have the fire rod and the ice rod. I just noticed this. Plus, we know where Samari is on Jamo's side, so they're suddenly if like we had a medallion, we could just finish Turtle Rock of all dungeons.
Yeah, that's true. And GFE's gonna do some of the mountain checks with the hook shot, which, for his point of view, it's definitely is a good idea. I mean, there's a lot of checks he can do. He could do all East Death Mountain and then Dark World Death Mountain. He could do Tower Hera with the mirror. And that's maybe that's the logical access to get hammer. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everything that GFE has right now is in logic. He hasn't done any type of sequence breaking or anything like that.
There's flippers.
Well, some logical flippers as well.
Oh, there's our access to swamp.
Yeah, this is very interesting for sure. So we have now access to swamp, as you said. We can't really do much more in there logically. Like we have the map chest, which is pre-hammer. We also, I said with Specky Clip, we can do the rest of the dungeon. It's just kind of a pain to get there because we have to run from Village of Outcasts. And we'll see. Maybe the hammer will just be up here, right? And then we don't have to worry about anything.
Or the hammer could just be the second chest in swamp, which happens.
The hammer can certainly be in swamp. That is another great location for where the hammer can be.
But yeah, only the first. Yeah, if it's not the second check, then. But because these runners obviously know Specky Clip, so they logic is just a suggestion. There we go. But I think if they can't find hammer at that point, it's probably less likely they're going to do left side swamp. I imagine they probably won't do it anyway. Just a key and a map. So nothing so far in Hera, which
Well, yeah, it does mean that one item is guaranteed to the basement. I don't know if GFE wants to spend the time here. He might go just do the rest of the mountain. I think also the only things in pod were like heart container. So no hammer, no real other form of progression, at least I've seen.
Nope. So now Jamo's gonna check the Zora era, and we'll see if he makes a dip into Pennant Desert, or if he's like, I'm not touching that because it's a pennant. Who knows? Because he already got burned once on a pennant. He has pennant remorse.
Yeah, I can't really see Jamo or GFE at this point going to beat Lamo. Like he'll do the Jamo will most likely do the front of desert, or maybe not. We're just gonna go do checkerboard. Maybe we won't do desert. He does. Yeah, he has the flute out, which kind of makes me think that he's just gonna go to the mountain. So he will, at least for now, miss out on the hook shot. So it's kind of like Jamo's Samaria versus GFE's hook shot right now. But Yeah, as Wallcakes is pointing out though in chat, like that Samaria can be pretty difficult for GFE to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the things that you would want to combine, quote unquote combine, graveyard ledge with is like catfish, maybe like bumper ledge check, possibly pendant skull woods. Like we're really grasping at straws here. So yeah, he will probably go find better things to do.
Yeah, for Jamo, I could definitely see him maybe dipping into um, desert after clearing Misery, if he's doesn't have any other dungeons to do at that period of time. If he does, then I mean he's only a hammer away from completing full Turtle Rock, which I think most people would rather use that as a go mode, and don't have to clear everything. But so JMO's now going to get his flippers.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious to see what Turtle Rock is for the medallion entry. JFE's gonna give us a check relatively shortly because, like, as we do ahead and see, as you kind of pointed out, we got Bombos in off of Moldorm, so that's one medallion, and with the Samaria in his inventory, along with both rods, like, it's just possible that Jamo can just take care of another dungeon while he's up here.
There's Quake.
Okay, that's even higher chances for Turtle Rock entry. You got a shovel.
There's Shovel.
Got more money.
And yep, so
It
Quake.
is Quake.
Right.
So yeah, this Samaria is already, I think, pretty beneficial for Jamo in the short term because he can take out one extra dungeon that GFE cannot, and it's also a 5/6 crystal as well. So Jamo is not going to waste any extra mountain trips to be able to do this. Now it's possible Purifier can have nothing still, but it's another thing that's going to be open to Jamo once he gets off the mountain. Oh, good point. We need a hammer. Maybe hammer's here? Forgot about the hammer, of all things.
And GFE's done with the mountain. Which can't blame him. Didn't really find anything. I found a few things, so now he's going to check Shovel for sure, which trying to find some sort of new progression. Well, with flippers and hookshot, I mean, and the fact that he needs to do.
That's a hilarious mushroom.
That is a hilarious mushroom.
I think there's one of the co-op cross keys teams is into shovel into mushroom, which is literally what just happened here.
And now it gets mushroom into powder. Aw, $50. Aw. Boo.
Yeah, nothing great. And we don't save scum or powder or anything like that.
So Jamo's gonna do the basement of Hera. This will be a new check for us today. And GFE's gonna take a dip in Misery. Which is unfortunately too bad for him.
Unfortunate for GFE because yeah, he doesn't have Samaria, so he can't finish this dungeon. He won't find it here either. He can still get progression out of this thing. Like we can still find Hammer and Meyer. What else can we find? Is this Hammer go? Hammer go actually? Because we know where Quake is. We know where Hookshot is.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Hammer! Oh no, GFE!
Oh no!
Oh, this is a bad hammer for GFE, but amazing find for Jamo. Did we say something about we need hammer for Dark Death Mountain access and for Turtle Rock access? Wow. Alright. Jamo has, he's not in go mode quite yet, but this is like quite good for him. But he's in hookshot go mode, which means that he just has to go get Quake out of the first chest, and then he doesn't have to worry about the rest. And
Mhm.
then it's just a matter of time before he gets over to Right Side Desert for his hook shot.
Mhm. Jamo's going to get his Quake, and I mean, he has full. He could full clear Turtle Rock now, which would get him at least another crystal. Obviously, most people would rather do Turtle Rock last, but knowing he's still missing Hookshot, he's probably just thinking, well, Hookshot could be in Turtle Rock. But we know it's in Desert. So 39 minutes, we are in no mode. That's funny.
Yeah, it might be a slightly late realization for Jamo's like, oh no, or muscle memory. It's like, oh yeah, I need hook shot only. Yeah, so Jamo's gonna be able to do. What is he gonna be able to do? Pod, Ice, Mire, Turtle Rock. He might do Right Side Desert when he's over in the Mire area. Possibly. Like that would be his best opportunity to do so.
Yes.
But I'm gonna assume that maybe he'll want to leave Mire for last to give him that. Like if he just finds Hookshot in a dungeon, then he's probably happy. He doesn't have to go do Right Side Desert. So my guess he'll probably leave Mire for last. So then if he still hasn't found Hookshot by then he will be more inclined to do like a pendant dungeon.
Yeah, no, that I definitely agree with that strategy, because this way, you might as well, if you got to do something maybe that you don't want to do, at least try to combine it with something else. And Jamo was successfully able to do the conveyor belt the right way.
For GFE there are a lot of distractions before he will go back to Hera Basement. Like that, not doing Hera Basement there was definitely a conscious decision, and it's long. There are a lot of more things open to him that can also be the hammer. The hammer doesn't have to be in Hera Basement. So right now, GFE has kind of two outstanding items for him, which is the hammer in Hera Basement, and of course also Samaria in Graveyard Ledge. He does have maybe a better chance of getting it now, since he's kind of in the North Dark World area. But if he's gonna go beat Skull, which is I imagine he's going to, because all the items are back there, we might be back at like square one if we want to re-enter Dark World from the north side.
I think this will be for GFE his window to go get Samaria. He might do Catfish along this way because he's doing Skull Woods right now. Would you go? Would it go to the back of Skull Woods? I guess because there's still. I don't believe there was any items that we found. So I wonder if he would be almost inclined to clear Skull Woods, knowing he has Fire Rod. Yeah, there's at least one more item, so that GFE knows is in the back or in the chest. So like
it's not a great feeling when you're here searching for pendant dungeons. Although I will say that when you're searching for hammer in its midst Dark World access situations, this might be something you're a little used to, because the hammer can be some pretty terrible situations, locations. So maybe you're okay dipping pendant dungeons for this.
The hammer's never in a terrible situation.
Yeah. It's just that we weren't fortunate enough to get it the first time. Alright, we do see Jamo going outside. So yeah, even if, like Turtle Rock, while there's not much difference between like go moding Turtle Rock and full clearing Turtle Rock, this is something most likely is to be extra that you didn't have to go do. Yeah, but from Jamo's perspective, like, maybe doing these extra checks isn't necessarily bad because he is also missing a very nice to have offensive weapon, whether that's Tempered Sword or that's Silver's.
Yes.
Like doing, this is kind of one of those situations where you kind of hope that the GT Picky is late because then you have all these extra things that can get you, like, an extra sword or extra something.
Yeah, for Jamo, I mean, once he clears Mire, if he goes desert right away, he may not even go to Catfish or the Zora area to get his other sword, and he's... I mean, Master Sword Ganon's always exciting. But
And
these
it's a
are
very, yeah. Mhm.
these are great, good, really good runners, so I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, I have no doubts that both GFE and Jamo are more than capable of taking down Master Sword Silver. This fight is just for convenience and for the sake of speeding up the fight in hopes of winning the race. You would probably very much expect or would like to have another form of upgraded weaponry. Alright, so this at least looks like it's going to be, because GFE's running out of skull, probably going to be a graveyard ledge check, which is very good for him, because he's going to get at least one piece and put himself in hammer go mode. Jamo, help, help. Alright, we didn't really need that anyway. Yeah, but this is gonna be like slightly. I mean, still like a slightly annoyance for GFE because he went to Mire without this cane, so it's like okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really see him. The only incentive he has to go back to Mire early is for that 5/6 crystal. But other than that, I don't really see him wanting to rush that area. Like he might want to try and put it off if he is considering beating Lamo for yet another pendant dungeon.
But I think, unfortunately for GFE, I mean, he at this point he's going to last resort Hera.
Yeah, like the fact that he's here in Catfish, he's already done the water checks, makes me think that he's running out of the Catfish area to run to Pod, or like Pyramid Pod. So, this route, like, arc is very efficient because he can just get everything along the way. And then and then the fact he's making a trip over here kind of means that he's like not taking an isolated trip, he's at least getting all the stuff along the way, but yeah. It's not having the hammer and kind of being in this situation is especially when we know what the situation is for his opponent, Jamo, is it's very precarious.
Yeah. So there's crystal number 3 for Jamo. And we'll see where he goes next.
I just realized that Jamo did all the Dark Death Mountain stuff and then went straight to Turtle Rock. And then he hasn't done the Light World Mountain stuff. I mean, it makes sense because he's just one item from Go Mode, and then Turtle Rock has 5 items there, so.
Oh, 100%. I think the rest of these checks on Death Mountain were nothing.
Yeah, GFE can turn in the green pendant that we got off of Mothula.
Oh,
that is hilarious.
Oh, poor GFE. It's another fifth quest that he gets to do.
Yeah. I would say the solace maybe for GFE is that the hammer, the one item they left behind in Thieves Town is cannot be the hammer. So at least he knows he doesn't have to go back for that. But the fact that we got powder is like, okay, well, I guess that's gonna be yet another one-off that we're gonna go do at some point. That's before the Hera basement hammer again. So.
I'm wondering for GFE if he's going to go to Eastern after this.
Yeah,
Next.
that is very likely. Like, right, like GFE's already gone to a lot of places without the hammer, and the fact that he's here at Pod means he's not going to get anything, as we kind of saw on Jamo's side. Eastern is a very, like, now fairly, I won't say necessarily decent, but it is among the better choices that he has in terms of density.
Mm-hmm. It's fairly quick dungeon to do. Let's do the boots.
Yeah, we have the boots. That's always a good thing. Good thing is casual boots. We can start with them. Kind of curious where this lamp is. He's just in like swamp or somewhere.
Yeah,
Wasn't a mire.
I can see that. I mean, we have the flippers, we have the mirror, and we also have the hook shot. That's all in logic. I mean, it could be also in Eastern. It could be in a lot of places because a lot of tools we've got, because we got the fire rod pretty quick in this seed. So, yeah, it could be. I mean, it could even be in Pyramid Fairy. Oh no, it can't be because no, never mind. Because we would need technically we would need the lamp to complete Mire.
Yeah, lamp is required for Mire and Turtle Rock. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but I mean, there are a lot of locations that are not darkroom locked. So I'm just kind of curious in this case if we're actually going to stumble upon it, because like right now, like we know where all the items are that these guys need. Jamo needs the hook shot out of Desert Right Side, and GFE needs the hammer from Hera Basement. One of them, I would say, is significantly more accessible than the other because Jamo has not been to Desert Right Side, but GFE has most certainly been to Hera. Yeah, Hammer Go mode really sounds a lot better on paper than it actually is in practice. Like, Mitsuko mode is great. Like, you can't do Dark Death Mountain, you can't do 3 dungeons, like, can't do Ice Palace, can't do Mire, you can't do TR, you can't do, like, you know, large swaths of, you can't do, like, Smith Chain, for example, right? And those are things that you just get locked out of completely, whereas the Hammer, it's like, well, you can do the first check of Swamp, well, you can do the first half of Ice Palace. You can do the first everything except beat the boss in Pod. Like, well, I don't really want to go into these dungeons that I can't complete.
Alright, and that's crystal number 4 for Jamo. And I imagine it's going to go to Ice Palace next.
Yeah, we see GFE here in Pendant Eastern. Now, for what it's worth, I believe, depending where that lamp is, Hammer, from GFP's perspective, can be on pedestal, question mark? Eastern, Desert, and Skull. Those are not Hammerlock dungeons.
Yeah, you're right.
We got Silvers in Eastern, hilarious. Eastern Skippers in shambles. Although we got the other bow pretty easily. I would imagine that Jamo is not getting those silvers.
No, I mean, if he was going to do Eastern, it would be right after Pod. Some reading material for Jamo.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how much Jamo decides to do in this dungeon. Like, when you're in one item go mode, like, especially for, like, the hookshot Ice Palace, and I don't know if I've caught enough of the key placement for logic if, like, Someone's side is hookshot locked or something.
Yeah, we're still missing at least 2 items, or 1 item in Ice Palace. So, there's the big key. And there's the last item. So unfortunately for Jamo, unless of course he finds a sword, he's not gonna find silvers. But he has he's gonna have so many dungeons cleared compared to GFE when he does Ganon. Assuming he doesn't last resort hookshot. This game's not over, so anything could happen. We've seen stranger things in Randomizer. Oh, very nice kill on Jamo's side. Got dual boss kills, one on GFE and one on Jamo. Right.
Alright,
Oh,
looks like Jamo, yeah, he might get his tempered sword.
Oh, that's actually will be good for Jamo. He'll be happy. He's gonna happily pick that up. Alright, now where he's off to. Misery Mire! One thing that's definitely impressive to seeing the runners right now with just the way they're navigating the dark rooms. It's really impressive, especially these caliber runners. For like, dark rooms are nothing to them. All right. And JFE's utilizing his spooky, which is a very fun trick, and he's just gonna have silver, so he'll make pretty quick work of this boss. And 2 silvers, and there he goes. There's the crystal for GFE. Now, I guess for GFE, he could. Okay, so he's gonna go do desert. Wondering if he's gonna, because he has. This will be his second or the third pendant, so he could possibly do a pendant check or a pedestal check. So we might get to see a pedestal check, folks. So we'll see what happens there. Demo's just quickly going through this dungeon. He found both the items, and now he's just gonna go clear. Oh, excuse me, pitch race. And nice, there's the blue pennant for GFE side. That's going to be all the pennant dungeons. Now the question is, he going to turn that, do a ped check. And that's exactly what he's going to do right now. So let's see what's on ped today. Give you some reading material. Does anybody in chat have any good guesses what's on ped today?
Alright, sorry. I have returned. Pause the. Excuse me for the. I had to step away a little bit. Try first piece. I think we've seen that the last seed. Alright, I'd also approve of GFE's non-reading, because we don't have the book. We're just gonna blind pull this. It is a piece of heart.
It's the item we all like seeing when we pull ped.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just like, well, for Lana's sake, I'm glad it wasn't a shield.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, I'm sure GFE feels great about about what he's all done so far. Done 3 pendant dungeons with no progression in them.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, this is gonna be Jamo's go mode relatively shortly. He just needs a Desert Palace small key from wherever, torch, chest, somewhere.
GFE is going to check that cave.
I did miss this earlier. What weapon did GFE use to beat Lamos? I assumed it was the fire rod or the silvers.
You know what? I can't remember.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna silvers. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, his file name was No Bow, which
10154. We have Jamo and Go mode. Now it's gonna do swamp, and this will be a quick swamp for him. Unless of course he really wants to lamp.
Yeah, I don't see Jamo really going out of his way. Like I can't see him opening like waterfall chests, flooded chests, just because they're pretty on the way. And again, like he's looking for what he has been looking for the past like 4 dungeons is a sword or silvers. Yeah, and GFE's back here in Hair Basement. I mean, I thought he would have done Ice Palace too without the hammer to look for it, but maybe he feels like I remember asking people before like where you would rank like the worst possible thing to do, and is it like hammerless Ice Palace or like I guess like hookless swamp, right? These are the situations that you like never ever want to find yourself in, and then you know if you had to pick which one, and I think like hammerless ice was like way down. So
yeah, no, I can't blame him because I mean it takes so long to get all the find the 3 items. They're so spread out in Ice Palace. So yeah, no, and he's get rewarded for the hammer, but yeah, he's definitely probably not feeling good about that.
Yeah,
uh,
we know from watching Jamo and GFE is that Jamo is there would have to be some like pretty catastrophic things that happen to him for him to lose this race. But like from GFE's perspective, like he doesn't feel great. But it's also possible that Jamo also skipped Hera Basement, in which case, like it's very possible that there may be about even, right? Jamo probably would have
yeah,
also done a ton, like all the stuff that he did.
yes. How are you typically when it comes to Hera Basement? Is that something that you would just, or is this based on the items that you have currently?
Well, I don't really play this game unless it's spoiler. So
Okay.
I just go and tell my runner to go look for Hera Basement if there's an item there. But yeah, like
There you go.
I would probably have to ask other people, like people who play like non-keys Hera Basement. But I mean, like you've certainly seen in qualifier races and like cross keys and whatever. Like people have gotten screwed by Hera Basement like multiple times, right?
Nice job on Jamo, and he's got his 7th crystal, and I believe that's a nice time of day, isn't it, for some sort of guessing game?
Yeah, we do see a lot of numbers. Ready to figure out where this GT big key is. I would also like to see where if we have faith, there is a sword somewhere. Oh, sorry, if there's maybe like silvers. Oh, I don't know. We know, never mind. We already found silvers in Eastern. Never mind. All right, Jamo's not gonna care. He has tempered. We're going. We're gonna go find something. Pilot, where's the GT big key? I don't have the log. I'm also not Jamo's pilot, so I probably couldn't tell you. 3i minus 2.
Do you have a guess, or you like to guess for GT is, or?
So in this situation, I would like to see the GT big key be early, like let's say the torch or Stalfos room or something, not buried, because I think I would like to have Jamo finish like on the faster side, so then GFE doesn't have to keep playing.
All right, so maybe we'll go with number 1 then. This has not been taken. It's always fun to get what you can in either Hope Room or on the torch. It's like, oh, there's a big key! Yay! Great! Just find small key and let's go.
Yeah, 106 entry for GT is certainly very good. Jamo did do a little bit of extra stuff that maybe he sort of kind of regrets. Front of Skull Woods, I would certainly put on the number 1 thing of I regret doing the seed. But if that honestly got him his Samaria, like maybe it's okay. Like he did go do Hammerless Pod. That was maybe something that he wasn't necessarily proud of. But other than that, like he did manage to skip a good bunch of stuff too.
No, I mean it's kind of like one of those things of because he used it to route in, get Samaria. It was a good play. It's just obviously it's always one that you always never feel good of going into a pendant dungeon, but especially for Skullwoods, I find it's always one of those plays of I remember, like, even like in the mentor tournament, people always mention sometimes you just gotta treat those 2 checks and our possible 2 items you get in Skullwoods as just other world checks because it's it's almost isolated from the actual boss.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely different schools of thought when it comes to like rando routing, what's valuable, what's not. Especially for those of you who might remember, like Big Dunka, he was the admin and creator of the like full ladder and like he did a bunch of like he did 10,000 seeds for spoiler logs, and he trying to figure out like the distribution of when there was a vital or important item required or whatever, and Skull Woods was the highest up there with 27%. So like a lot of people very much believe in Skull Woods because you can find a lot of good things in there. But then again, like some people also just don't believe in Skull Woods. Period, right? I refuse to go there without the fire rod, or if there is like any other like reasonable checks for me to do. And yeah, no, that's the beauty of Rando, right? Like, not everybody is right all the time. So.
What? Well, so Jamo's got his gold sword, so that'll make things a little easier when facing Ganon.
Yeah, at this point, it would be really great if Jamo had. Does he? Oh, actually, you know what? He has a green potion, so he's good. With Master Sword, silverless, no lamp, and no half magic makes magic pressure a little high on the climb itself. Like it's not unreasonable, but we would like to really have some sort of like extension, whether that's green potion, half magic, silvers. Anything that will make the torches light a little bit nicer.
Oh,
you know
there's
what? It's
that
just right
magic.
here. Okay.
And there's a big
Okay, we don't
key.
have to work.
So,
Jamo.
there you go. So...
Yeah, so that...
Oh, now Jamo's doing the climb with the half magic and green potion, so he should be good even if he doesn't get the glitch. Because it is not the easiest thing to do, even like for these caliber runners, because you gotta just get the timing just right with Fire Rod. But I have faith, they can do it. You can do it!
Yeah, presumably torch glitch? Is that what you mean? Like,
Yes, yeah,
in
torch
Ganon,
glitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope Jamo, for meme's sake, doesn't get a single rupee from now until the end of the game. And Jamo does play more spoiler than GFE, but GFE obviously is very capable. I'm just thinking like Jamo probably has like 10 extra hearts more than he needs in order to do this climb. He has done this thing on way less.
So what you're saying is you want Jamo to take some some hits just to lower a bit of handicap?
Well, yeah, like in fact he should have gone into GT with like 5 hearts, right? Just to really put some pressure on him. Although the fact that he has a red potion and a green potion, like I mean, he can't. The only thing I think that he might be worried about is like, did I overclear? Did I do too much? Is GFE right behind me? But honestly, like it kind of did hinge. I mean, he did 2 very, very good things, right? Like he got Samaria very early in Great Village, which he must feel good about. And then he also got Hammer out of Hero Basement. Like these things will really carry him, which obviously we're seeing like a sub 120 seed.
And the way he routed in to get eventually hook shots by doing Mire and then like right away doing Desert. I mean, he did all he could, and obviously the only dungeon he did do and didn't get anything out of it, I believe, was Pod. But it all worked out. Well, he needed to do Pod because he needed to get all those, because it was a crystal dungeon, so never mind.
Yeah. On GFE though, not quite finding the switch. I don't know if he... Dude, where, what room are we in? Are we in the room with the switch or are we in the room with the turtles? Like, I feel like he's trying to hit the switch, but if he's in Dark Turtles, I don't know where...
There he
Okay.
goes.
We're in Dark Turtles. Oh my gosh, that was like. I hope GFE's not too tilted because that literally was 2 potions that he used up in that room, which is very uncharacteristic. GFE.
It happens. Do the best.
Okay, nice. I got 2 for Jamo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from what it looks like, so Ganon is NMG fight is 140 plus warps. So I would imagine something right around like 2 minutes. So GFE will probably make it into GT. Because it doesn't take that thing that as long to actually make it to the tower, but I don't know how much further we're gonna get. Oh, he still has a full TR. Okay, never mind. Okay, we may not even be finishing Turtle Rock. I did not count the rest of the crystals. Yeah. Let's see. Chomps maybe? Might get to Chomps? Might. I don't know if you'll. Yeah, I don't think you'll make it a crystal roller.
No. I mean, Jamo's already in phase 3. And
Silver's in Eastern Palace? Well, I sure didn't, but GFE did.
yeah.
Yeah, alright, Jamo successfully getting Torch Glitch, so he, was it 9 more spins, I think, to go? Yeah, he's on a very, very solid pace, to finish probably, 116? Maybe 116 is possible?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, GFE
Very good job.
will... Oh man, we're actually how far are we gonna get to TR? We're actually gonna be inside? It's Quake. Yeah, this was... I mean, I don't think GFE really did much anything that was, like, wrong, right? Or really offensive. It was just that sometimes the game places things in very inconvenient locations, and if you don't want to do them the first time, you can just get massively punished. Yeah, but that's Ganon, and game for Jamo. Big GG's. Played very
Big
well.
GGs.
GFE. Looks like we have a dot done, or dot forfeit, excuse me, immediately.
But yeah, GG's to Jamo. And we have Jamo in the chat right now. GG's.
Yo, GG.
Yo, Jamo, GG's.
Yeah, no, great job on your routing. How'd you feel?
Yeah, that row felt amazing. I felt like it's so unlikely I'm behind at the end. It was like almost perfect route, like only waste a couple things I didn't have to do, like dip pod, and I felt like my execution was like really good too. There was like a few things obviously, but like most of my boss fights and everything were really good, and the escape was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, 457, very nice.
Yeah.
GG's to GFE.
Thank you.
GG's, GFE.
I mean, you don't exactly need execution when you have Hair Basement.
Yeah,
Graveyard Ledge did not help.
Graveyard Ledge wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, there's the Meyer double dip, but like, I was asking in the room. I don't know if you answered. If you find Hookshot first, do you do Hair Basement?
I mean, I guess that depends what I have available when I'm doing Hera, right? Like, for me, it was like, I mean, you have, yeah, I guess you have East. Well, yeah, you have East Mountain, yeah. So yeah, probably not. Like I mean, I was also like, the cane felt really good, so I was like, my options were not great after Hera, and also like I felt good about the cane, so I was like, I might have time to like be a bit more full cleary. So the hammer felt amazing. Yeah.
Old-fashioned GFE probably would have been all right in this seed, but I don't know.
I know that's the thing.
Nowadays,
Like
if I'm
you're,
facing another top runner, I don't make those full clear calls on.
I know people say
checks
you're a completionist, but like I know I've seen you make checks against good like make skips against good runners. So
yeah,
I still felt like that
I've
hammer might be really good for me.
I have had to make that concession in my later years of rando running.
Yeah.
Because I've
Did
lost
you do
so many
hammerless
to
ice
full
though, or
clear.
like did you?
Oh, I did everything but dip ice. I mean, I didn't do swamp because I didn't want to walk the long way for one check that could be hammer. But
Hmm.
I did all the pendants, pulled pad. Green pendant had powder, so I got to go turn that in with the mirror. That was fun.
Yeah.
Did the Meyer dip before having cane.
So is hammer go mode?
Hammer was go, yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. The only thing I had left, like I said, was dip and ice. So, like, once it hit, I was like, if he's not finished between 110 and 115, then he's probably done the same thing, and maybe he dipped ice before going back to Terra Basement. That was my only hope that I was holding on to for 57 seconds before he finished.
Yeah. I mean, the things I did that cost time, I guess, was I dipped pod without hammer. I mean, you did that as well, right? Yeah, you must
Yes.
have done that. But like I did that after Hype Cave, which wasn't required. And
If I had Hera Basement, like if I'd done Hera Basement, I never would have dipped pod without the hammer. Like when I was up there on the mountain, I could have gotten.
well, yeah, because you would have had the hammer. So
Yeah, like because let's see, what did I do? After Hype, I went to Meyer area, checked the shed, and got hookshot out of desert, and then went straight up the mountain after that. So
yeah, I didn't go to desert the first time.
yeah, I felt
it was
pretty
like
good about
going,
the hookshot until the late game when I could look back and see what you might have done.
Yeah. I mean, I did have a lot of other stuff open by hammer that I could have done, like hammer pegs, Thieves Town Big Chest, Pyramid Fairy. It was weird to decide because I didn't have lamp, so I wasn't sure, like, do I want to do Pyramid Fairy out of logic? But the lamp might be in swamp, front of swamp or something.
And
Yeah,
that's kind of something
curious where Lamp was.
I think me and Clear Mouse were also talking about like lamp could be anywhere. It could be. It's probably in a swamp somewhere. It's just because when you have especially fire rod, I mean that opens up so many more possibilities where lamp could be. And you
Yeah, I
have
mean,
so many
swamp
items.
or ice, most likely.
Not ice, I full cleared ice.
Oh, you full cleared ice. Okay.
Yeah, because I had the hammer before going there, obviously.
Well, in that case, I suppose somewhere. Well, you might have run into it in TR, or you may have done most of TR. I don't know what the setup was there. That's where I was headed to when you finished.
Yeah, I full cleared TR as well, right? Because I got the hammer, like went to mountain,
Yeah, so
East Mountain right away. Got the
That's
quake,
fair.
do TR and paradox and everything, and then I'm just
I guess
clearing out
in-
my crystals in case I get the hook shot on the way. And luckily, the
Like-
last crystal was Meyer, and then I just mirror after and do the
I guess
desert checks.
in hindsight, like if I go do swamp and find lamp while clearing part of it, I probably wouldn't have done left side. Then that would have at least told me I don't have to worry about ped or back of eastern big key was vanilla. So I
was gonna say, like, from my perspective, head could have been in logic without lamp, but because I never went to Eastern, obviously.
No, it was vanilla.
I wasn't sure. Okay. Silvers was there.
Yep. I got those. I got my shovel, my mushroom, my powder. Turned all those in.
Nice side quests.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of side quests, at least to other side quests. Because I think you had, I think there was several that got to mushroom, and then was it the green pendant
Green pendant
got
had the
to
powder.
Powder, yeah.
which was even more disgusting since that could have been hammer,
Yeah.
but it was dumb to get back to. Hopefully, game 2 won't be this kind of seed. I don't like ones that are like, you don't make this one decision, so like, it's not even a close race.
I mean, it's not
That's
most
just
casual
how
boots races, though.
it is. To be fair, that's how a lot of them turn
Unless
out.
it's like extremely straightforward race, then it's usually just which go mode did you get?
I didn't feel too bad about execution overall, except that we just won't talk about my dark turtles. Like, I still don't.
Almost
I
thought
think
you weren't in that room, and I was
I
like,
think
"What are you
one of the
aiming for?"
turtles was carrying the torch around on its back. I think that's what was probably happening. Because I
I
shot
see.
fire rods across the middle of that room like 5 times.
Yeah, you know, I missed my first fire rod shot in there too, so I had to do 3 or 4 fire rod shots to light the torch in there.
Well, I went in and I hammered just a tad bit too early, so that threw off my timing. Then I got bumped, so I pulled out fire rod, emptied an entire magic bar, used a green potion, emptied a second magic bar, used a blue potion, and used half of that magic bar before I finally actually hit the stinking torch.
Okay,
Like,
that's a little bit more than me.
I don't know what was going on. Yeah, that
It
was where my mind was at that point of the seed.
Do you know what you guys will be racing next, or?
Well, I guess I could just ask you here rather than in DMs. Are you available like 9:30 Eastern on Tuesday?
Yeah, it should be fine.
All right, we'll book that then.
Okay.
Alright.
I've got my cross keys tomorrow night, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're playing Will. Good luck.
Yeah, that's another one. That's going to be elimination for one of us.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Thanks, guys, for racing tonight. Yeah. Hopefully,
Thank you for the
game 2
call.
will be. Yeah. Hopefully, game 2 will be a little bit better, or a little bit
Yeah.
closer. I don't know if
Yeah,
Jamo
great to
wants
me.
it necessarily.
Oh, he's complaining about.
I'd like to at least be in GT next time. Not a whole Turtle Rock to go before
Yeah,
that.
this was. I mean, I feel like I hit a pretty insane god route, so
It sounds like
I felt like there was like almost zero chance I was behind when I was pretty comfy in GT. I was not too worried.
Legitimately, I think about all else you could have done was just dip desert before the, or not dip pod, like you said.
Yeah, if I just went and got the hammer earlier, I guess. But like, yeah, I mean, that was I can't complain about.
When did you get Kane out of curiosity?
Like my first time in Dark World, I dipped Skull Woods into Bumper Ledge into Graveyard Ledge, which I don't always do that. It's mostly because Skull Woods was a pendant. I was like, I'm just gonna dip it and never go back there, hopefully, even though it's a green pendant. Otherwise, I probably never getting that cane. So
yeah, the fact that I didn't dip it like started to give me hope later in the seed, because I'd gone and gotten Thyrod first. So when my options were down, I was like, maybe it's back a skull, and like he dipped it early.
Yeah.
So it goes.
Yeah. But anyway, GG's, and thank you guys for the last minute restream.
Oh, no worries. No, great race, guys. Make sure we give both our runners a follow. Like they put on a great show. You guys did great. So looking forward to game 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, best of luck Tuesday. Here first, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. GFE versus Jamo for game 2, and yeah, best of luck tomorrow. GFE for cross keys.
I'll need it.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, everyone. I think we'll wrap things up for the evening. So yeah, thank you so much, Keaton. Also hopping in last minute. Very cool that the restream came together.
Oh, absolutely. It's a good tournament, and we have great runners, and it's always great to it's good to work with you, Clear Mouse. So yeah, no, it's hope to work with you again. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll stay tuned. We'll make sure we'll get some more great casual boot races as this tournament continues to roll on. But yeah, GG's everyone.